begins with humanity's relentless drive for exploration, highlighting a defining trait that separates humans from other species in the galaxy: curiosity paired with courage. On the remote, icy asteroid belt of Solara 9, a human expedition team undertakes what many alien civilizations would consider a reckless endeavor. The setting itself is inhospitable, a barren landscape of jagged rocks, low gravity, and frigid temperatures. But for humans, danger is not a deterrent. It is an invitation to discovery. This sets the stage for an important theme in the story. Humans thrive where others would falter. As the humans dig deep beneath the asteroid's surface, they uncover an anomaly, a strange object embedded in the rock. The object is unlike anything recorded in human or alien archives. It radiates an unusual energy, one that defies conventional physics and challenges the understanding of scientists, engineers, and even seasoned explorers. Its presence is both compelling and unsettling, but the humans respond with curiosity, not fear. They immediately recognize its potential significance, though its exact purpose remains a mystery. The narrative emphasizes that humans are not just explorers, they are investigators, unafraid to confront the unknown directly. The story then introduces the alien perspective, creating a stark contrast that reinforces the humans found something. Even the aliens' fear theme. The Thrylocs, a notoriously ruthless alien species known for conquering and subjugating weaker civilizations, detect the discovery instantly through their surveillance networks. Their reaction is visceral. Panic spreads throughout their command structure. This is significant because it demonstrates that the object humans have found, later called the core, is not just a powerful artifact, it is feared by entities that have dominated the galaxy for centuries. The Thrylocs' fear underscores the magnitude of the discovery and immediately raises the stakes. It also highlights a recurring HFY motif. Humans' innate fearlessness allows them to approach things that even the most advanced alien civilizations avoid. The narrative focuses on the human perspective, particularly through the eyes of Dr. Kara Simmons, the expedition's lead scientist. She is methodical, intelligent, and daring, traits that are emblematic of humanity in the HFY genre. The core does not behave like a traditional machine or living organism. It is alive in a way that humans cannot yet categorize. It adapts, reacts, and seemingly understands the intentions of those nearby. Its energy pulses faintly, almost like a heartbeat, and it appears to be assessing the humans, studying their behavior. What sets humans apart is their reaction. They are not intimidated. Where other species might flee or fall into panic, humans approach the object with an open mind, fascination, and an intuitive understanding that they can interact with it safely. This introduces a subtle but important theme. Human adaptability and resilience are evolutionary traits that surpass brute strength or advanced technology. The alien sphere is further emphasized through the depiction of their internal deliberations. The Supreme Commander and the xenobiologist exchange tense dialogue, revealing that the Thrylocs have long known about the object and that it was once feared even by ancient civilizations of the galaxy. Their panic indicates that humans have unknowingly stumbled upon something of immense power, something whose capabilities could destabilize entire star systems. The core itself seems almost sentient, and the aliens' instinctual fear hints at a long-forgotten cosmic order that humans are now poised to disrupt simply by existing and interacting with it. Finally, Part 1 closes with the humans taking their first steps toward understanding the core. The tension is dual-layered. The reader sees the aliens' fear and anticipation, while also witnessing humans' fearless curiosity. This dual perspective sets up the central conflict of the story. Humans are poised to unlock a force that the galaxy itself fears, but their motivations are pure exploration and discovery rather than conquest. This creates the underlying irony and power of the HFY theme, of the story shifts focus from discovery to the broader galactic implications of humans' interaction with the core. While Part 1 established humanity's innate fearlessness and curiosity, Part 2 emphasizes how these traits provoke anxiety and panic among other species, particularly the Thrylocs. This section also deepens the story's HFY theme. Humans, unlike any alien civilization, do not respond to warnings or threats with fear. They respond with determination, ingenuity, and a drive to explore the unknown. The story begins with the Thrylocs, the galaxy's most feared conquerors, reacting to the humans' progress on Solara 9. They quickly realize that humans have unearthed something of catastrophic potential, an object the Thrylocs themselves have long avoided and feared. The Thrylocs' response is immediate. A warning message is dispatched to Earth. Its language is stark, uncompromising, and chilling. The aliens demand that humans abandon the core immediately, hinting that any further interaction could provoke annihilation. The intensity and urgency of the warning underscore the danger humans have stumbled upon, emphasizing that even the most technologically advanced and ruthless species are powerless against the core if provoked. However, the human response is dramatically different from what the Thrylocs expect. Lieutenant Marcus Hayes, the security commander of the expedition, reads the warning with a mixture of incredulity and wry amusement. Rather than feeling intimidated, he recognizes it as a sign of weakness on the part of the Thrylocs. In his words, "They're scared. Good. Let's find out why." This line encapsulates a central theme of HFY stories. Humans are fearless in the face of threats that would terrify other civilizations. Their curiosity and courage are not reckless. They are calculated traits that allow them to confront what others cannot. Dr. Kara Simmons and her scientific team take a more analytical approach, delving deeper into the core's properties. They discover that it is far more than a simple artifact or energy source. The core exhibits abilities that defy comprehension. It can manipulate energy at a fundamental level, restructure matter on a molecular scale, and even interact with consciousness itself. Most alarmingly, the core communicates directly with human minds, projecting visions of galaxies destroyed, civilizations annihilated, and forces so immense that no alien species could hope to control them. This introduces a dual narrative tension. The reader understands the danger posed by the core, yet humans perceive it not as a threat, but as an unprecedented opportunity for discovery. The aliens, observing these developments, are increasingly horrified. The Thrylocs are accustomed to intimidation and domination, but humans are immune to both. Where other species would recoil in terror at the core's power, humans display an almost instinctive understanding of how to interact with it safely. This distinction is crucial. It highlights humans' unique evolutionary advantage. They have learned to face danger directly, assess it, and exploit it without succumbing to fear. Unlike other species, humans can synchronize with the core's unpredictable and volatile energy, a feat that the Thrylocs recognize as utterly unprecedented. Part 2 also explores the theme of perception versus reality. While the Thrylocs see humans as small, fragile, and insignificant, the reality is the opposite. Humans' bravery, intellect, and adaptability allow them to engage with a force that other species avoid out of instinctual terror. Their ability to remain calm and methodical under extreme stress gives them an advantage that is both psychological and tactical. The core, a mysterious and immensely powerful entity, seems to recognize this distinction, responding positively to human interaction. This foreshadows the humans' eventual mastery over the core, positioning them as a species capable of wielding power far beyond conventional technology. The section also hints at the broader consequences of humans' actions. By experimenting with the core, humans begin to tap into its energy in ways that could alter the balance of power in the galaxy. Their first attempts at harnessing its capabilities, such as powering ships with instantaneous travel potential, demonstrate that they are not only fearless but also ingenious. The Thrylocs, observing these experiments, are thrown into panic. Their extensive knowledge and experience offer them no preparation for humans' adaptive intelligence. Shifts the story from discovery and warning to the first direct confrontation between humans and the Thrylocs, the galaxy's most feared conquerors. This section is crucial because it fully explores the HFY theme. Humans, by their courage, ingenuity, and resilience, face dangers that would terrify other species, turning perceived vulnerability into an unprecedented advantage. It also amplifies the tension introduced in Parts 1 and 2, as the consequences of interacting with the core begin to manifest on a galactic scale. The story begins with the Thrylocs making their first decisive move, realizing that their warnings have been ignored and that humans are actively experimenting with the core. They dispatch a full-scale strike fleet to Solara 9. Their goal is simple: destroy the humans before they can unlock the full potential of the artifact. The fleet is enormous, composed of hundreds of ships armed with weapons capable of leveling planets. For the Thrylocs, this is standard procedure. Any species that defies their authority is met with swift, overwhelming force. However, they are entering unfamiliar territory. The core, a force they have long feared, has now chosen to respond to humans, creating an unpredictable variable in the equation of war. On the human side, there is no panic, no hesitation. Lieutenant Marcus Hayes and his security team calmly prepare for the incoming fleet. This reaction demonstrates a defining HFY trait. Humans are capable of maintaining composure under pressure, even in situations that would paralyze other civilizations. The narrative emphasizes this contrast by highlighting the aliens' expectation of fear and the humans' complete absence of it. This creates dramatic tension, showing that the Thrylocs' conventional methods of intimidation are meaningless against a species that does not react in expected ways. The humans leverage the core to its full potential, using it not just as a defensive tool, but as an amplifier of their strategic capabilities. Their technology, already advanced, is augmented in real time by the core's mysterious energy. Ships are shielded against the Thrylocs' advanced weapons, and energy pulses, generated by the core, deflect attacks in ways that conventional physics cannot explain. Human drones, piloted or guided remotely, navigate through alien formations with precision and agility that astonishes the Thrylocs. Each maneuver, each countermeasure, is a testament to humans' adaptability, a quality that no alien species possesses to the same degree. From the aliens' perspective, this is unprecedented. The Supreme Commander and the xenobiologist watch in disbelief as the human ships remain unscathed, while their own fleet suffers losses with minimal resistance. For the first time, the Thrylocs experience true fear, not of humans as conventional warriors, but of the combination of human ingenuity, courage, and their connection to the core. The story highlights this psychological dimension. Humans are terrifying because they are unpredictable and unconstrained by conventional fear. This notion is central to HFY narratives, where human qualities are portrayed as both unique and overwhelming in the galactic context. Part 3 also explores the philosophical aspect of human resilience. The human's interaction with the core is not driven by lust for power or conquest. Instead, it is guided by intellect, curiosity, and a sense of responsibility. This differentiates humans from the Thrylocs, who rely on domination and coercion. By wielding the core responsibly, humans demonstrate that their strength lies not merely in technological capability, but in ethical application and mental fortitude. This subtly reinforces the HFY theme. Humans are a species whose power is inseparable from their character, making them formidable even to advanced alien civilizations. The narrative tension is heightened through vivid descriptions of the battle dynamics. Alien ships fire massive energy beams, attempting to overwhelm human defenses, but each attack is rendered ineffective. The core reacts in real time, absorbing and redirecting the energy with unpredictable patterns. Humans exploit these fluctuations, striking precise counterattacks that devastate the alien fleet without any reckless exposure. This showcases another essential HFY motif. Humans thrive in chaotic environments that would cripple others. Their adaptability, combined with ingenuity and courage, transforms the battle into a demonstration of human superiority, not through sheer numbers, but through mastery of an environment others fear. Finally, Part 3 establishes the turning point of the story. Humans are no longer merely explorers. They are a force that even the galaxy's most feared conquerors cannot intimidate. The Thrylocs recognize that conventional aggression is futile. They are witnessing a species capable of wielding power in ways that transcend conventional tactics and understanding. The encounter also sets the stage for later developments. Humans will not just survive encounters with the core or alien fleets. They will master and redefine them, reshaping the galactic balance of power. Titled The Turning Point, represents the climax of the story, where humanity moves from a defensive posture to active demonstration of its unmatched potential. Up until this point, humans have discovered the core, withstood warnings, and survived the first alien confrontation. In Part 4, they assert control, showcasing not just courage, but strategic brilliance, ingenuity, and ethical restraint, traits that define HFY narratives. This section emphasizes how human resilience and intelligence allow them to wield forces that even the galaxy's most advanced and feared civilizations cannot comprehend. The story opens with humans on Solara 9, fully aware that the Thrylocs' fleet remains a dire threat. Their confidence is not hubris. It is rooted in careful observation and understanding of the core's capabilities. The core itself seems to respond to humanity's approach, not in a mindless or destructive way, but as if recognizing the human's innate capacity to wield its energy responsibly. This dynamic establishes a key narrative tension. The core amplifies human traits rather than alien traits, highlighting that fearlessness, ingenuity, and ethical restraint are uniquely human qualities. While alien species often seek to dominate through coercion, humans combine power with creativity and control, a combination that the Thrylocs cannot anticipate or counter. Lieutenant Marcus Hayes and Dr. Kara Simmons lead the operational strategy. Humans decide to confront the Thrylocs' fleet preemptively, but their goal is not destruction for the sake of conquest. It is deterrence and demonstration. This aligns with the story's HFY theme. Humanity's power is defined not just by its potential for violence, but by the moral and intellectual choices it makes. Using the core, humans generate a controlled singularity, an immense concentration of energy that immobilizes the enemy fleet without annihilating it. Alien ships are trapped in invisible energy fields, unable to maneuver, fire, or escape. The EII, Thrylocs, accustomed to crushing opponents with overwhelming force, find themselves powerless against a species whose approach is simultaneously strategic, adaptive, and fearless. The turning point is not just physical, but psychological. The story emphasizes how humans leverage their intellect and presence of mind to convey a message through the core itself. Dr. Simmons projects a calm, authoritative voice into the minds of the trapped aliens, declaring that humanity is not there to destroy, but to assert its position as a species to be respected and understood. The human message reaches every alien consciousness within the energy field, creating a galaxy-wide demonstration of human resolve. By combining power with communication and ethical restraint, humans distinguish themselves from other civilizations, whose strength often comes with cruelty and hubris. This psychological dominance is a hallmark of HFY. Humans are formidable because they are unpredictable, adaptive, and morally centered. The alien response highlights the significance of this moment. The Thrylocs' Supreme Commander and xenobiologist experience true fear, not for themselves, but for the consequences of underestimating humans. Their conventional strategies, based on intimidation, overwhelming force, and terror, fail entirely. Alien soldiers, trained to obey without hesitation, are paralyzed by the realization that humans are not bound by the same fears or limitations. The story uses this contrast to underscore the HFY motif. Human adaptability and courage are evolutionary advantages that surpass brute force, technological superiority, and even ancient wisdom. Part 4 also illustrates humans' mastery over chaos. In the midst of the confrontation, the core's energy fluctuates unpredictably, yet humans are able to harness and direct it. Where alien fleets might retreat or falter in confusion, humans respond with calm calculation. Energy pulses are redirected to immobilize enemy ships. Protective fields absorb alien attacks, and drones execute precision strikes. The narrative emphasizes that humans do not rely on sheer destructive power alone. They succeed because they combine fearlessness with intelligence, observation, and adaptability. This mastery of both environment and technology is central to the HFY theme. Humans are uniquely capable of surviving and thriving in conditions no other species can manage. The climax concludes with the Thrylocs retreating from Solara 9, their dominance permanently undermined. The humans have demonstrated that they can wield the galaxy's most feared force responsibly, effectively, and with strategic brilliance. This moment solidifies humanity's reputation. They are no longer merely survivors or explorers. They are a species whose intelligence, courage, and ethical judgment make them a standard for galactic power. The core itself, quiet yet responsive, seems to affirm this understanding, signaling that humanity has been recognized as a species capable of commanding forces that others fear. Serves as the story's resolution, tying together the consequences of humanity's discovery of the core and their confrontation with the Thrylocs fleet. In this section, the narrative shifts from action to reflection, exploring the long-term impact of humans' interaction with a force that even the most feared alien civilizations dread. It highlights the HFY theme in full. Humans are uniquely capable of wielding ultimate power responsibly, reshaping the galaxy not through conquest, but through courage, intelligence, and ethical judgment. The section opens with the aftermath of the conflict on Solara 9. The Thrylocs fleet, previously a symbol of terror and galactic domination, has been immobilized and forced into retreat. Their retreat is not just physical, it represents a collapse of their psychological dominance. For the first time, the galaxy witnesses a species that cannot be intimidated. The narrative emphasizes that humanity's triumph is not achieved through reckless destruction, but through strategic mastery and moral clarity. Humans demonstrate that true power lies not only in physical or technological might, but in the ability to combine intelligence, courage, and ethical restraint, qualities that set them apart from every other species the Thrylocs has ever encountered. Humanity's victory resonates beyond Solara 9. News of the encounter spreads rapidly through interstellar networks, reaching every corner of the galaxy. Other civilizations previously subjugated, exploited, or threatened by the Thrylocs take notice. Humans have established themselves as a new standard in galactic power, unpredictable, adaptable, and morally guided. This establishes an important HFY motif. Human resilience and ingenuity inspire awe, respect, and fear simultaneously. While humans do not seek to dominate through aggression, their mere existence and competence force other species to reconsider their strategies, alliances, and assumptions about power in the galaxy. The core, central to the humans' victory, becomes a symbol of their uniqueness. It is no longer merely a mysterious energy source. It represents humanity's ability to face the incomprehensible without fear. The core responds to humans' traits, courage, curiosity, and ethical reasoning, amplifying them in ways that other species cannot replicate. This demonstrates a critical aspect of HFY storytelling. Humans succeed where others fail, not because of superior numbers or weapons, but because of the combination of character, intellect, and adaptability. The core's response also underscores the idea that humans are recognized by the universe itself as worthy of wielding such immense power responsibly. The story then explores the cultural and philosophical implications of humanity's achievement. Within human society, the victory reshapes how future generations understand their place in the galaxy. Children grow up learning not just about survival, but about courage in the face of the unknown, the importance of intelligence and adaptability, and the responsibility that comes with extraordinary power. Humanity's encounter with the core becomes a teaching moment for the species itself. Ultimate strength is not measured by destruction, but by restraint, understanding, and ethical action. This narrative choice reinforces the HFY theme that humans are not only physically and technologically resilient, but morally exceptional in ways that other civilizations cannot comprehend. From the perspective of the aliens, the consequences are equally profound. The Thrylocks, once arrogant and untouchable, are forced into hiding. Other species, witnessing humanity's restraint and competence, begin to rethink their assumptions about dominance, diplomacy, and survival. Humanity's actions demonstrate that the most powerful force in the galaxy is not brute strength or advanced technology. It is a species that is unafraid, adaptable, and guided by principles that transcend mere survival or conquest. This psychological impact cements humanity's position as a unique and formidable presence in galactic affairs.